Hi, I'm Ben Lichtenwalner, the founder of Virtual Leadership Programs, and this is how you request feedback for your feedback forms. In step 2 of the feedback form creation process, you can see we're here at requesting feedback, and as always, ask your coach or assistant any questions you may have. You can see the name of the form you've created and your description you gave it. Now, there's a list of recipients. By default, we display only one form, but you can add recipients as you go. We're going to start off with one, and we're just going to say, I want to know from, I'm going to use generic names here because that's the format I'm using. But this might be John Doe, Jane Doe, Eric, Mary, whatever you want. You're going to enter the names here. Tester 1 is the first one. And you can you just enter their email address, enter a phone number, give them a title. And this is very important, especially if you want to do 360 feedback, which is our recommended approach, where every time you are sending feedback requests out, you're doing as much as possible to get feedback from a 360-degree circle, right? You're getting feedback from peers, direct reports, bosses, clients, as broad of a spectrum as possible. That's why we have this relationship label. You can pick what bucket they fit under, so you can later on go back and say, did I get enough feedback from direct reports? What about peers? Am I getting enough feedback? You can measure all that. But to start with, we're just going to say we're getting it from direct reports. And you can enter some kind of note. This is only for your purposes. They will not see this note. Tester 1 is very important to me, as they all should be, right? And I showed you can click and add or remove recipients. So if you wanted to remove one or add one, you can do so here. Now, the next key part down here, you can see the email text that they will get. Here is the subject, and here is the message. Please do not change anything inside the brackets. If you do, it will just send whatever you sent. But those brackets are placeholders that will be used and supplemented. So in this case, it says, help me improve my leadership name. That means tester 1 will get help me improve my leadership tester 1, help me improve my leadership tester 2, or John Doe or Jane Doe or whoever. Same thing down here. If it allows anonymous, it will automatically include this text string. You do not have to remove this. If you're not allowing anonymous, it will automatically remove it. You get the point. You can change the message however you want, but anything in the brackets needs to remain exactly the same. Technically, you could move it somewhere else, but instead, let's say, for example, I just want to say hello and remove their name. We could do that like so. I'm using virtual leadership programs to check in on my leadership skills. I could remove this, and when they get the message, it will just look like that. When you're done and you're ready to send it, simply click Send Feedback Requests. And that is how you request feedback on your feedback forms.